Right now, I'm joined by Wayne Hogan, president of the Terrell Hogan Personal Injury and Wrongful Death Law Firm. Joins us to talk about distracted driving. Good morning to you.
Glad to be here, Laura.
Now, tell me, what do you think is the biggest problem? Do you think it's texting or talking? What do you see?
Well, texting, because it involves all three modes of being distracted: your hands, your eyes, and your brain. But being on the phone is dangerous too. It requires your brain to be someplace other than what it's supposed to be doing, and that's driving. Truth of the matter is, if we could all just accept this fact, one text or call can wreck everything, wreck it all. That's a serious problem in this nation. It's more common than the flu. It's a big epidemic.
It really is. And you guys have been doing presentations. Tell us about these presentations.
We've been going into the schools for the last 3 years, and we've reached over 3,000 students. We're going in this spring and before prom and before graduation. But we also realized that in addition to students, the workforce needs to know. And managers of companies and supervisors need to know that their company is responsible if their employee is in the course of their work and is on the phone, causes an accident.
Now, let's head over to a video that we have of an actual distracted driver. I believe we have it here, so let's take a look.
Watch closely. That's 33-year-old truck driver Jorge Espinoza on the left of the screen, his wallet blocking the view of his dash camera. His empty fuel tanker is barreling down an Arizona highway at 65 miles an hour when the unthinkable happens. His 10,000-pound 18-wheeler plows right into 3 police cars and 2 fire trucks stopped at an accident scene. In one of those cars, Officer Tim Huffman killed in the violent May 6th crash. Now investigators say this newly released video reveals Espinoza was actually on his phone at the time of the wreck. According to investigators, his cell phone records show he was online looking at Facebook and sites with photographs of several women in provocative positions wearing little clothing. When initially questioned by police, Espinoza said he'd looked away from the road at a passing truck. But see here, there doesn't appear to be any truck. And at the moment of impact, right there, you can see Espinoza's white Galaxy 3 cell phone fly in the air. Police say he intentionally placed his wallet to block the dash camera while he was looking or manipulating his cell phone. Espinoza is now facing 20 felony charges, including second-degree murder. He's pleaded not guilty. In 2011, this truck driver's dash cam caught him talking on the phone before swerving across 4 lanes into a crushing rollover. And in September, this Florida school bus driver was caught with one hand on the wheel and 2 eyes on her phone. In both of those cases, no one was seriously hurt. But unfortunately, in this case, this dangerous distraction caught on camera turned deadly.
So now you say that you see this happen quite often. It just so happens that this one was caught on camera.
And it's these days we're able to track it because the cell phone company has the record. So if an accident happens, people don't realize that the accident report these days requires the officer to put down whether the person was distracted and the way that they were distracted. So we're able to match that up when we investigate and prosecute a case. We're able to match it up to what they were doing at the time, like these people that we just saw on the video there, and we're able to put together the facts. We want people to know that this is a very dangerous thing. We can all put these phones away. We have a single job when we're behind the wheel, and that's getting safely from point A to point B. We shouldn't be selling real estate, selling insurance, doing other kinds of things, talking to others. I know that everybody feels like they need to be in touch with everybody in their life, but not at that moment. And we want to get that message out to students in the schools, and we're doing that on a regular basis. And we also want the workforce and supervisors and nonprofits to know that they need to have policies in place that require that nobody be using the cell phone one way or the other, whether it's texting or telephoning or Bluetooth and hands-free. It's all dangerous because the brain is in the wrong place.
And of course there are consequences. Real quick, talking about the Bluetooth, you're saying it has the same effect.
It's equally dangerous because it takes aspects of the brain that are supposed to be involved in the job of driving and puts it outside the vehicle in the conversation with somebody else.
Now, before we go, can you just leave us with one last message? I mean, you've been harping on it, but one more time.
Well, one text or call can wreck it all. And we want students to know it and with the workplace supervisors to know it so they can have policies in place. And we're available through our website at terrellhogan.com, or they can just Google my name, Wayne Hogan, and we're glad to help.
One text or call can wreck it all. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. We have much more for you right after the break.